don't have love, I waste my breath with every song I bring. An empty voice, a hollow noise. If I speak with the sacred tongue, convince a crowd, but don't have love, I leave a bitter taste with every word I say. So let my life be the proof of your love. Let my love look like you and what you're made of. Happy live, happy die, love is sacrifice. So let my life be the proof of your love.
This next song we're going to do, we might have to switch out microphones at first, ain't that too light. Lord. About to get spoiled.
Don't give up.
This song comes at a perfect time.
Yeah. Don't give
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Sometimes my heart is filled with doubt and I get weak because of all the things that the world has said about me. God knows I'm trying to tell them of His love, how He gave His life upon a tree, then He whispers from above. Don't give up, don't give up. Though
at times the way it may seem done, but I'll hear that still small voice again, and it's speaking to my heart. Don't give up, don't give up. Though the world may turn its back on you, just keep on looking up. If only one soul you may win, surely be in love. Don't give up. If only one soul you may win, surely be in love. Don't give up.
Don't give
Amen.
I guess now would be a great time to introduce DJ. Writing down notes, putting in the computer, still can't follow. This is DJ's first concert actually running sound for us, so y'all bear with us. We knew that if we could try it out anywhere, tonight was the night.
Amen.
So we were like, well, hope you're ready. He said, I'm not. And so we threw him to the wolves, I guess you could say. And, it's all good though. We'll get it all worked out. We'll get him trained right. Or just stick him in the back and make him sell CDs or something. But this next song we're going to do is a song that we've done here before. It's a song that I always like to share my testimony about. It's a song that talks about my mom. It's a song that is sometimes hard to sing. I think back to this time of year and how difficult it is to even think about when my mom passed away. And I was looking in the bedroom last night. I pulled out a photo album that my mom had made several years ago, and I was just flipping through and looking at pictures of my mom and of our family, and just those memories all come flooding back. I was trying to be a manly man and not lose too much emotion, and DJ had walked into the bedroom and kind of peered over my shoulder for a minute and saw me flipping through a few pages and stuff. I just couldn't help but have tears come to my eyes thinking about Mom and missing her. You know, I thought about all the people who've asked me, well, what's your plans for Mother's Day? And I just said, I'm just going to go to church and live life. And, you know, it's hard when we lose loved ones and start to think about missing them and everything. But my mom was a very special case for me. My mom was diagnosed with stage 4 lymphoma almost 5 years ago, and she fought really hard. We went through a lot of ups and downs, a long battle that was just so emotional for me. There were times that I'd sit in my mom's house and ask where God was and begin to question how God who loved me so much could allow my mom to go through so much pain and suffering and not bring her healing. I remember sitting by her bed many nights, reading through her Bible, looking for scriptures that would bring me peace, something that would tell me that she had done enough good deeds in her life to make it to heaven. But I knew that I was just searching for something that wasn't there, being selfish, maybe. Looking for a way to appease my own need. Because I knew my mom had never truly made that commitment to the Lord, never lived for Him fully. And so I traveled with another group at the time, and I would travel back and forth between Nashville and my home in Kentucky. And I would spend a couple weeks with Mom, and I would go home and spend a few weeks at home. And every time I'd come back to Nashville, I'd look down at her and just couldn't recognize the person that had raised me. I watched as my mom, who was 45 years old, aged to someone who was well above 60. It's such a deadly and cruel disease because of just what it does to the family. They give you treatments and tell you that there's hope, and then you go into remission and you believe that you fought it and that you've won. And then they'll come in and tell you that it's come back. And you feel like you're just back at rock bottom. So many ups and downs, and there's so many things to deal with. And you know, when you face a situation like that with a loved one that you know is not saved, it's very scary. Because I know that if she was to have passed away in that state, that I would have never seen her again. But one night, sitting by her bed, we got to pray together. As I sat down by her side and held her hand and we prayed. I'm so glad that I know now that no matter what happens here, that I'll get to see her again one day in heaven because she prayed through. And when someone really prays through, you begin to see a change. A lot of people try to force change on people. And I don't think that's biblical. Because when God does it, it's perfect.
Amen.
When we do it, we mess up.
That's right.
I watched as my mom, so feeble, would invite people to her house and would hand them pamphlets that she'd been reading or devotionals that had brought her peace. I still have several of those at my house. And I couldn't believe the amount of love that poured out of this woman. She'd always done anything in the world for anybody that she could. But just to see the love that dwelled in her and that she wanted to show others. And people would come to her and say, Donna, I'm so sorry you're going through this. My mom would just smile and say, don't worry about me. My mom was such a fighter. Probably the strongest woman I ever knew. It's amazing how a mother can just speak a few words to you and sit down beside you and put her hand on your knee and just know that everything's going to be okay. That reassurance. We talk about the holidays, and you know, I share all the time about Christmas, but Christmas is really hard for me because that was the one time that my mom never really got to give us what she wanted to give us. She worked really hard, working 2 jobs to take care of myself and my brother. After my dad left, it was just us. And she would do the best she could. And I remember one Christmas in particular that we didn't get much of anything, but my mom always made sure we got these little chocolate gold coins. It's amazing to see. The legacy that you can leave behind in the smallest of things. I remember my mom saying, I wish I could give you boys more. You know, we were kids. We didn't understand how to think. But I remember now that, you know, anytime I see those coins, I could be... we were at Huey's house one night. They had some in the basket. Picked one up and I walked into the living room and just held it up to Sam. He knew what it meant to me. It's a token of my mom's love. It's funny how you don't realize how much little things mean to you until a person's gone.